My program. Well, one of the great comic geniuses of our generation. I think that's not an exaggeration. Paul Mooney. Good morning, Mr. Mooney.
Good morning.
How are you, baby?
I'm great. H.B. Barnum told me to tell you hello.
Oh, he did?
I work with him. So
did he remember me? Or?
Of course.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he remembered you. And he told me to tell you hello. I said, well, when I see him, I'll tell him.
Oh, that's great.
He remembered, they don't forget the good old days.
Well, probably not.
We're going to forget these days, but they don't forget the good old days.
Paul Mooney is appearing, by the way, at Caroline's starting February 4th, which would be 2 days from now. February 4th at 10 p.m., February 5th at 12:30 in the morning, Saturday. People getting wired up then, 12:30 in the morning, and Sunday, February 7th at 10. For tickets, go to carolines.com. Paul's Showtime special, Paul Mooney, It's the End of the World, premieres on Thursday, February 4th at 11 p.m. It's a big week for you.
Oh, it's a real big week. I'm excited. I'm real excited about the special.
All right, tell me about it.
Well, I did it in Texas, in Dallas. And, well, of course, the white people came up on horses, and it was it was fun. And there's a lot of nudity. I did it at a nude club, so it's like breasts and jokes.
I did it at a nude club?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, one of the most exclusives. Oh, yeah.
I could watch that, couldn't you?
Yeah. Oh, no, they're going to watch it more than once, trust me.
My wife and I are fairly liberal parents, very liberal. Not crazy, but, And our son is 11. I'm a bright kid. So I was listening to Richard Pryor on my computer, the introduction to Mudbone, remember that piece? Maybe
Yeah.
you worked at it.
Oh, yeah.
Thing on cocaine, thing on when women are leaving,
Yeah.
I mean, just one hilarious thing after another, but very liberal use of the N-word, which I had to try to figure out a way to explain to my son. So that it was to try to put it in context. I don't know if I did a good job or not, but so.
You tried to explain it? Well, that was a period piece and during that time. And I've been watching a lot of, it's funny that you brought that up, a lot of the old movies with Calvin Lockhart and Jim Brown and, the whole black thing in the 70s.
Yeah.
And the times were different. Things, like you hear expressions that you don't hear now, and it shows you that the times were different. The country was different than it is now. The country now is, we live in a very uptight world.
Oh, really?
Oh, no, we live in a very, very peculiar, this is some peculiar times. The things that people say and things that people do, it's outrageous. It's unbelievable.
But a lot of rap guys make liberal use of the word, but it's different than the way Richard used it.
Oh, it's completely different. Oh, yeah.
How's it different? Explain it to me.
I think the difference is that the word was not that it was young, it was young then. It was like we were trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
I think we're trying to figure it out. And also I think that doing that whole black power and naturals and all the things that we went through, my generation handed the other generation sort of a false freedom. We didn't follow through. I don't think we followed through. Something happened. So, because I remember the hippies, with love and free love, and all the prostitutes wanted to kill them. And it's the truth. I mean, they wanted to murder them.
Don't be giving it away.
Right.
Come on, baby.
They put them on welfare. Prostitutes were on welfare.
I like that shirt you have on. That's a cool shirt.
Oh, this? Oh, yeah.
It's kind of a...
Yeah.
Kind of collars that we're going to call a Nehru collar, but it's camouflage.
Yeah, well, it's the war.
Okay.
Usually whenever we're at war, we are at war. We keep forgetting that too.
Yeah.
It's sort of like it's like a statement. It's like like not for or against that we're at war. That's why women, when we're at war, women show they show their stomachs. Do you ever notice that?
No.
Yeah, like now they show their stomachs. I don't know what that's about.
As a black in America, do you still feel you're at war with, or did you ever, with white people, or what am I asking here?
What? No.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. See, that's a nice white person.
Charles and I are nice too. We're talking about. She doesn't happen to be pretty.
Well, she's pretty. Yes, she's pretty nice. But she brought me some coffee. So when you said at war, I don't see. It's weird. It's like, my blood is mixed. So what am I going to do? Kill myself? And it's like, it's like I hate white people, so I'll stab myself.
Yeah.
I mean, that's when I see these super black people in the streets talking all this stuff. I go, it's too late. Maybe before slavery, if blacks would have attacked whites, it would have been better. But now it's too late.
Do you think the president thinks of himself as black or white or both?
I think the president thinks of himself as a diplomat.
You do?
Yeah, the way he talks and the way he expresses himself.
Yeah, but I mean, when he goes to sleep, in his quiet moments, does he think of himself as black or?
I think he thinks of himself as black. America, like where I'm from, Louisiana, there's the unwritten rules: quarter moon, one drop. And those rules haven't changed. They're invisible rules.
What does that mean, though? I wonder. If you're half white, half black, I don't know what that.
Well,
I can't even ask the question.
They have the expression,
sure
they say biracial.
Yeah.
You've heard the expression.
Sure.
And that always has confused me, too, because I say, when a person says I'm biracial, I say, what do you can prove that one of your parents is white? Because I thought that everybody in America was biracial.
Yeah.
Thank you, Massa, because the Massa screwed a bunch of folks. So.
The only reason I mention that is because Chris Matthews, who I happen to like, by the way, said that when the president spoke at the State of the Union, he said, I forgot that he was, I forgot he was black tonight for an hour.
Well, when he said that, I forgot he was white for about 10 minutes. It works both ways.
Yeah.
So, but I understood what he meant by it. But it was
what
just.
What do you mean? I think I did.
I think what he meant was that he got so caught up in it. He got so carried away. He didn't know where he was or what was going on. The president is eloquent. He can speak. And he'll come to you on your own turf. For me, it's like, it's funny. This black and white thing, he's half African, he's half this, he's half that. It's confusing for me because he is the president of the United States, and he's the first black one that we can prove is black. There was 2 or 3 black ones. They passed. You know how they pass. You know that.
Of course.
Because where I'm from, they all pass. But they do, And, once we get in, we take over. And I heard over the radio, they said, I don't know who they said, oh, he just beat Jerry. He just broke his record. I said, well, that's true for us. But it's one black president. I don't get this. Why everyone's so excited. People come to me and they go, you have a black president. I said, but why should I get excited? He's only one black president. White people have had 43 white presidents. So when I get 43 black presidents, I get excited.
But you know what people.
I know, but I want even Steven. I want the game to be fair.
We're talking about Paul.